Hare Krishna everyone. So welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. We do this every day from 7:30 to 8:30 and we glorify and discuss Bhagavatam, which is the essence of all the Vedas, cream of all the Vedas. So let's start with some pranam mantras for auspiciousness. Om Ajnaniti Mirandasya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Altogether, Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirahe. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, I offer my respect to the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayana Rishi, the supreme human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nashtaprayesu abhadresu nitya bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. My regular attendance in the classes of Bhagavatam and my rendering of service to the pure devotees, all the trouble sound to the heart was completely destroyed. Loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with a transcendental song, is established as an irrevocable fact. Om Agnanitimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayate girir Yat kripataham aham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinim. So we are reading from Canto 10, Chapter 18, Text 1. We'll be reading from 1 to 16 and focusing on 16, verse number 16.
Text 1. Sukadeva Goswami said, surrounded by his blissful companions who constantly chanted his glories, Sri Krishna then entered the village of Vraja, which was decorated with herds of cows.
While Krishna and Balram were thus enjoying life in Vrindavan in the guise of ordinary covered boy, the summer season gradually appeared. This season is not very pleasing to embodied souls.
Nevertheless, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead was personally staying in Vrindavana along with Balrama, summer manifested the qualities of spring, such as features of land in land of Vrindavan.
In Vrindavan, the loud sound of waterfalls covered the cricket's noise, and clusters of trees constantly moistened by spray from those waterfalls beautified the entire area.
The wind wafting over the waves of the lakes and flowing rivers carried away the pollen of many varieties of lotuses and water lilies and then cooled the entire Vrindavan area. Thus the residents there did not suffer from the heat generated by the blazing summer sun and seasonal forest fires. Indeed, Vrindavan was abundant with fresh green grass.
With their flowing waves, the deep rivers drenched their bank, making them damp and muddy. Thus the rays of the sun, which were as fierce as poison, could not evaporate the earth's sap or patch its green grass.
Flowers beautifully decorated the forests of Vrindavana, and many varieties of animals and birds filled it with sound. The peacocks and bees sang, and the cuckoos and cranes cooed.
Intending to engage in pastimes, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, accompanied by Lord Balram and surrounded by the cowherd boys and the cows, entered the forest of Vrindavan as he played his flute.
Text 9. Decorating themselves with newly grown leaves, along with peacock feathers, garlands, clusters of flower buds, and colored minerals, Balram, Krishna, and their cowherd friends danced, wrestled, and sang.
Text 10. As Krishna danced, some of the boys accompanied him by singing and others by playing flutes, hands, cymbals, and buffalo horns, while still others finished his dancing.
O king, demigods disguised themselves as members of the cowherd community, and just as dramatic dancers praise another dancer, worship Krishna and Balram, who were also appearing as cowherd boys.
Krishna and Balram played with their cowherd boyfriends by whirling about, leaping, hurling, slapping, and fighting. Sometimes Krishna and Balram would pull the hair on the boy's head.
While the other boys were dancing, O king, Krishna and Balram would sometimes accompany him with song and instrumental music, and sometimes the two lords would praise the boys, saying, very good, very good.
Sometimes the cowherd boys would play with bilva or kumbha fruits, and sometimes with handfuls of amalaka fruits. At other times, they would play the games of trying to touch one another or of trying to identify somebody while one is blindfolded, and sometimes they would imitate animals and birds.
They would sometimes jump around like frogs, sometimes play various jokes, sometimes ride in swings, and sometimes imitate monarchs.
In this way, Krishna and Balram played all. Go ahead.
In this way, Krishna and Balram played all sorts of no game as they wandered among the rivers, hills, valleys, what is this, and like of Vrindavan.
While Rama, Krishna, and their cowherd friends were thus tending the cows in their Vrindavan forest, the demon Prahlamba entered their midst. He had assumed the form of cowherd boy with the intention of kidnapping Krishna and Balrama.
Up till 16 only. Thank you. We will now focus on verse 14.
You said 16.
No, let's do 14 because it does not have any purport. Like 14 has some purport. Yeah. Is it there? Yeah. Kavachid bilvai kavachit. No, what is the meter cut? Does anyone know? Kavachit bilvai kvachit kumbhe kwacha malaka musti bihi asprashya netra bandhadaye क्वाचिन मृगा कहगे हया
You fix the meter.
क्वचित बिल्वे क्वचित कुंभे
क्वचा अमलख्या मुष्टिम्भ
पचामलका मुस्तिभिः अस्पृश्य नेत्रबन्धाध्ये क्वाचिन मृगा खागे हया क्वचित बिल्वे क्वचित कुंभे
क्वचामलखा मुस्तिम्भ
क्वचामलका मुस्तिभिः
Asprishya netra bandhadhyai.
अस्पृश्य नेत्रबन्धाध्ये
क्वचिन मृगा खागे
Kvachin mriga khage haya.
Kvachit bilve kvachit kumbhe.
Kvachit bilve kvachit kumbhe. Kvacha malaka mustibi. Asprisya netra bandadye.
Kvachit mriga khagaya.
Kvachin mriga khage haya.
Kvachit bilve kvachit kumbhe.
Kvachit bilve kvachit kumbhe.
Quacha malaka mushtibihi.
Kvacha malaka mustibihi. Asprasya netra bandadya. Kvachin mriga khage haya.
Kvachit bilve kvachit kumbhe.
Kvachit bilve kvachit kumbhe. Kvacha malaka mustibihi. Astasya netra bandhyaye. Kvachimriga khage haya. What to what all together? Kvachit, sometimes, bilve, with bilva fruits. Kvachit, sometimes, kumbahi, with kumba fruits. Kvacha, with sometimes. Amalaka mustibihi, with palm fruit of amalaka fruits. Asprasya, with games such as trying to touch one another. Netra bandha, trying to identify another when one is blindfolded. Adye, and so on. Kvachit, sometimes. Mriga, like animals. Kaga, and birds. Iya, acting. Translation all together, please. Sometimes the cowherd boys would play with bilva or kumba fruits, sometimes with handful of amalaka fruits. At other times, they would play the games of trying to touch one another, or of trying to identify somebody while one is blindfolded, and sometimes they would imitate animals and birds. Purport?
Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the word adaya by other such sports indicates such games as chasing one another and building bridges. Another pastime would occur at noon, while Lord Krishna was taking rest. Nearby, the young cowherd girls would be passing by, singing, and Krishna's boyfriend would pretend to inquire from them about the price of milk. Then the boys would steal yogurt and other items from them and run away.
Who?
To me?
Yes.
Krishna, Balram and their friends would also play games in which they would cross the river in boats. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur further explains that the boys would play with fruits by throwing a few in the air and then throwing others to try to hit them. The word Netrabandha indicates a game in which one boy would approach a blindfolded boy from behind and place his palms over the blindfolded boy's eyes.
Then, simply by the feel of his palm, the blindfolded boy would have to guess who the other boy was. In all such games, the boys put up stakes for the winner, such as flutes or walking sticks. Sometimes the boys would imitate the various fighting methods of the forest animal, and at other times they would chirp like birds.
Thank you. Srila Prabhupada disciples ki.
Yeah.
If you know the prayer, please recite with me. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Ti Namine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you very much.
Namaste Saraswati Devi.
I will tell you why I'm forgetting all this. Like, I need as many prayers I can do right now because I'm giving Bhagavatam class. I've got this opportunity to glorify Bhagavatam after a while, and I'm not just a little rusty, but I'm a lot rusty. And speaking is not my best strength, so if I stumble, don't feel shy to laugh or anything. And if I mispronounce something, you can laugh or anything. It's fine, totally fine. And everybody knows here, how how I tend to do that a lot. So, yes, Kvachit Quachit. It is a tongue twister. Like even if I would have tried, I would not been able to do it. But anyways, thank you Om Prabhu and Amal Harina Prabhu for taking out very nicely. So we are seeing here in this chapter that Krishna is performing very ordinary pastime, like any ordinary child in this material planet would do. It's very ordinary. But why is Lord doing such an ordinary act, right? To understand this, first let's step back and see the whole Bhagavatam, whole cantos. So Srimad Bhagavatam is literary incarnation, Sabda avatar of the God, and all the cantos represent each part of the transcendental body of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we will understand why these parts and why this naming and everything. So Canto 1 and 2, does anyone know what part of the
Lotus feet.
Lotus feet? Yes, it represents lotus feet. Yesterday Rohan Prabhu gave a very beautiful explanation of why we surrender in lotus feet and what does it mean and everything. And so in Canto 1 and 2, what we see is hearing, surrender. That, and we see different pairs of beautiful devotees like Queen Kunti and who else is there doing prayers? Bhishma Pita, and who else is there? There's one more.
There are
Uttara. Yes. So yeah, we are now establishing the foundation of this knowledge. Sambandhya. We are understanding the relationship of a Jiva with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this Canto 1 and 2. Moving on to Canto 3 and 4, what part of the body is that? Thighs. It's the part on which the whole body stands, right? The legs and the thighs. And what does it represent? It represents the manifestation of the cosmic energy and the Lord's governance over cosmic energy. And we see the stories of who in these cantos? 3 and 4? Lord Shiva, Narad Muni, who else? Sukdev Goswami is from the beginning. Who else? Yes. We also see the stories of
Kumaras and all that.
yeah, a lot of the Lord Kapila Dev, and yeah, I'm talking about third and fourth, right? So, and we also understand no, that is so okay. Coming on to next canto 5 and 6. What part of the body is that? Navel. Yes, that's the navel part of the Lord's body, and it contains the structure of the cosmic world. Different higher planetary systems, lower planetary systems, and there is a whole structure. And we see that how Lord is properly maintaining everything. It's under His control and compassion, and through compassion, it's under control everything. And we understand bondage and liberation. How do we understand bondage and liberation? By one great main character of the Ajamil. Yes, we see how Ajamil is being liberated even after uttering imperfectly the name of God. So we are understanding bondage and liberation in Canto 5 and 6. Moving forward, Canto 7 and 8, what part? Chest. Yes. What is in the chest? Heart. So that represents the heart, the chest of the Lord. And who are in the chest, in the heart of the Lord? Devotees. Yes. Who? What stories do we? Prahlad Maharaj. Who else? Gajendra. Yes. We see beautiful stutis, right, by Prahlad Maharaj and Gajendra, and we see how Lord is giving them protection, giving them shelter, doing anything for the Lord, for the devotees. No matter what happens to the Lord, even if someone is tarnishing Lord's name, He doesn't care. But if someone even tries to hurt devotees, He descends to save the devotees. Now moving on to Canto 9. What does it represent? Neck or hands. It represents neck or hand. It's preparing us for the birth of the God, birth of the Lord. And we see in Canto 9 different kings, different lineages. Krishna is preparing us that okay, now I'm going to take birth in this lineage, in this dynasty. We learn about Surya dynasty and Moon dynasty, right? And Canto 10, what is it? Face. The most beautiful part of Lord's body, the most expressive part of the body. And Canto 10 is also known as crown jewel of Bhagavatam. It is where we, after establishing Sambandha and after an Abhidya, from Canto 3 to Canto 9, we cultivate, we understand how we cultivate the relationship. First we surrender, we understand, and then happens purification of devotees. Who gets purified in the canto?
A lot of devotees.
A lot of devotees, like, but main character.
The
Huh?
reader.
Bali Maharaj, he
Canto 10?
no, until Canto 10. Bali Maharaj, we see the story of Bali Maharaj. Would anyone like to briefly, in 1 minute?
Okay. So Bali Maharaj was a king of the whole world at that time, and then he was being instructed by Shukracharya, who was the gurus of Ashura. He was doing his 100th Ashwamedha Yagya. After doing 100th Yagya, he would easily have gotten the position of Indra. But for the 100th Ashwamedha Yagya, the Brahmana who came was actually Vishnu. And then he asked, so ideally you're supposed to give something to charity in Brahmana, whatever they asked for. So Lord Vishnu asked for 3 steps of land, and then in 2 steps he covered the whole earth. And then on the 3rd step, nothing was left except him. So he gave himself.
He surrendered, and purification, surrender, and we see protection in the canto, following to Canto 10, and then we come to sweetness, prayojana. The love, ultimate goal of life. What is that? Love of Godhead. That's what we are seeing in Canto 10. This ordinary pastimes Krishna is doing, but it's the form of love. And Canto 11,
Here.
head, mind, intelligence. We see Uddhava Gita. Krishna is giving final instruction how we can live in this material life, detachment, and how we can perform devotional services with sweetness and with love. Moving on to Canto 12, it's the crown of Bhagavatam. It's the conclusion of Bhagavatam. It predicts the degradation of Kali Yuga, and it also gives us the solution to get liberated from the Kali Yuga. And what is that? Nam Sankirtan, Shravanam and Kirtanam. Yes. So all these cantos, is preparing us for the birth of Lord Krishna, and it's giving us the knowledge to understand the Krishna. That is Krishna appearing in Canto 10. So right now we are in Canto 10, and let's discuss about Canto 10, right? It's the crown jewel of Bhagavatam. It's the face, it's the sweet smile of Krishna. And we cannot just directly approach Krishna's face without understanding Krishna's proper form and by undergoing proper purification process. So Acharya says, if we directly jump to Canto 10, it's like, eating ice cream when we are sick. We will eat the ice cream, but we won't be able to relish the sweetness because we are sick. So before we are able to relish the Canto 10, we have to get purified. And we see, how do we get purified? From the stories from the other devotees that we see throughout the Canto 1 to 9. So yes. Now he's performing wonderful pastimes, but the ultimate question, why is Lord taking birth on this planet?
Prabhu, you said that Canto 10 should be kind of read before the other cantos.
Yes.
We have a separate book, Krishna book, that a lot of us have read before all the other cantos.
Yes, but Canto 10 goes in deep. It also talks about the Krishna's love and exchanges between the gopis and everything. So if you are not aware of Krishna in proper, then you will just not understand and just adapt it as Krishna is doing, so I am doing. Okay, there is no difference.
So the Krishna book is not fully Canto 10.
It's the yeah. Yeah.
We must acknowledge that consciousness is an energy still form and separate to matter.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Family wants to understand real incarnation.
Yes, perfectly.
So he comes to protect the devotees and annihilate the demons.
Yes, and
annihilate the demons.
Yes, Prabhu.
To have pastime with his devotees.
To
have pastimes with his devotees.
Pastime with the devotees. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita, Paritrayanam sadhunam vinashaya chaduskita. Paritrayanam sadhunam, to deliver the sadhus, vinashaya, to annihilate the miscreants. Dharma sansthapanadaya sambhavani yuge yuge. Dharma sansthapanadaya, to establish the dharma Sambhavani Yuga Yuga. I come every millennium after millennium. So Paritrayanam Sadhunam, to deliver the sadhus. Who is sadhu? What is sadhu?
Sadhu means someone who is surrendered to the Lord.
Surrendered to the Lord.
Detached from the world.
Detached from the world, yes. Anybody else? So we see in Bhagavad Gita 14:26, Mamcha yoge vicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samtityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpite. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the mode of material nature and thence come to the level of Brahma. So, sadhu is someone who is, whose qualification is to do Krishna consciousness all the time. And by doing that, he transpasses the material mode of nature, passion, ignorance, goodness, and he comes above the mode of beyond these three modes. So, if a sadhu is already beyond these three modes, then why would Krishna come to deliver these sadhus? Because if you see, if they are beyond these modes and if they are already situated in transcendence by performing the transcendental loving service of Godhead, why does they need to be delivered? Then there is no question of deliverers. Is there?
It's just like those sadhus help the fallen souls like us
Hmm.
to get delivered.
We'll come on to this. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, so there is a contradiction. But you see, just as gold particles are similar to the gold mine whole in itself, they have the same qualities. Similarly, a living entity in their spiritual form is like Krishna in quality, but not Krishna in quality. So he descends not to deliver the sadhus, but the ultimate purpose for descending into this material world is to mitigate the anxiety of seeing the loving face of Krishna. That's why the Lord descends, to mitigate and to give us satisfaction. That's the purpose of Krishna's coming to this material world. But as he is coming in the material world, why wouldn't he do another two things, right? He is Krishna, he can do whatever he desires. So, can you take Srimad Bhagavatam 1:8-29? These are prayers of Queen Kunti, and let's see what she is saying. Translation, we can go to translation. Does anyone would like to read? Yes.
O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human and are so misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial.
So Queen Kunti is saying that nobody understands your pastimes. You are acting like a human. How can we know that you are a Lord? And at the same time, you have no object of favor. He is not doing favor to anyone. At the same time, he is not envious to anyone. So you see, he has everything he needs. He does not require anything from us, but he still accepts whatever opulent clothes we give him, whatever opulent foods we give him. Why? Because we are wanting to serve Krishna, and he accepts that. That is him doing favor on us, not us doing favor on him. So if we decorate ourselves, the image in the mirror will be decorated on its own, right? Similarly, if we serve Krishna, if we serve Krishna in his sense gratification, we will be fulfilled. So if we serve in his senses, our senses will be fulfilled. Bible also quotes this, that man is made in the image of God. So if we are serving Krishna, our senses is also served. And Krishna also says, Sarva dharmanam parityaja, mamekam sharanam brajaha. You surrender unto me, and aham tam sarva papabhya mokshami masucha. I'll take care of all your sinful reactions, and I will deliver you from this material world. You do not fear. So that's why Krishna is coming, to reciprocate with the anxiety of the devotees, to reciprocate with the, that the devotees want to satisfy Krishna, and therefore he satisfies us by coming to this world. So if we are thinking about Krishna, Krishna is also thinking about us all the time. And That's why he's coming to this world, because the devotees are thinking of Krishna, that where are you Krishna, where are you Krishna, and thus Krishna appears. So
Like the devotees communicate Krishna, their senses also go away. But when they are with Krishna, they become high. Like cowbell balls,
yeah,
they want to imitate Krishna.
yes,
Or all of them want to.
yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. So in Vaikuntha, there is on reverence. Everybody is serving Krishna. But in Vrindavan, Krishna is in pure love. He is serving others. He is performing pastime, like childlike pastimes, and it's like very ordinary. So we can understand this like this: CEO at work, he cannot relish uh, friendship with his workers. If he does, like, he won't be considered CEO anymore. He won't be respected, right? But anyways, you if even if he tries to do, the workers won't, the employees of the company won't be able to establish that friendly relationship with him, because there will be certain fear in the mind that, oh, okay, if I do something, if I joke with him, and if he gets offended, then it's trouble for my position in the company. So even if he wants CEO, he won't be able to do joking relationship with the employees. So that's why CEO goes to his friends to establish this, this friendship with Krishna. So Vishnu in Vaikuntha is like a CEO, and Krishna in Vrindavan is like Krishna having fun time. Krishna being original, he is being himself, and he likes that. He loves to be enjoyed by devotees. He loves to have this loving relationship with the devotees. He does not want any awe and reverence. He wants loving and exchanges. Um, so here, from text 1 to 16, we are seeing that that Krishna is having this fun time. He's playing with the ball. He's blindfolded, and throughout the canto, we see how Krishna is performing this pastime with his sakhas. What is Krishna's form? Sachidananda. So in the presence of God, everything becomes God conscious. In the presence, because of the presence of Krishna in Vrindavan, everything becomes Sachidananda. Everything becomes joyous. The birds are singing glories of Krishna. The trees overflowing with the love, they produce such heavy fruits that they bow down to Krishna. And the wind is producing like sweet melodious voice passing through the water, passing through the canyon. Here it's like that. But in Vrindavan, it's like melodious voice. It's melodious, that it's passing through these waters and caves. It's and then the river, the Yamuna, the water, everything, like even the waves, the sound of the waves is like so melodious that everything is trying to serve Krishna in whatever way they can. Sachidananda. Everybody is so happy because of the presence of Krishna that they are trying to serve Krishna in whatever they can. If we take the analogy of iron rod, if you put the iron rod in fire, what happens?
It's heated.
It gets heated. It takes the quality of the fire, right? And same iron rod, if you put it in air or water, what does it happen?
It's rusted.
It's rusted. It's corroded. Similarly, like when we put ourselves among, like if we put Krishna in the center, our life will become Sachita Nanda. But at the same time, if we remove Krishna, if we are putting something else, if we are associating with other modes of nature, what will happen? Corrode. So similarly, we can understand from this section that by the presence of Krishna, everything becomes transcendental. So let's understand the pastimes of Krishna. Now Krishna is turning 6. Before he was 5. He's turning 6 and he's telling Mother Yashoda, now I'm a big boy. I was 5 years old yesterday. Now I'm a big boy. Now I want to go cow herding. Now I'm not going to sit in the house and just do whatever you say. I'm going to go out and do the cow herding. Mother Yashoda is saying that, but to go to cow herding, you need 3 things. Intelligence. Do you have intelligence? Krishna is saying, yes, I am intelligent. I give intelligence to everyone. There is a sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Does anyone know? Yes.
Chapter 15, verse 15.
Yes, please.
No. 10.10.
Do you know the translation? Translation is fine.
तेषां सतते युक्तानां विसतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियुक्तं योनिनां
Yes. No, not this one, but yeah. The one which in which Krishna says that I am the intelligence of the intelligent person. I am the strength of the strongest, and that one.
But this was also right. He's saying that Dami Buddhi Yogam.
Is it so?
The quotation was wrong.
Yeah.
I give them understanding.
But anyways, Krishna is saying, I am the intelligence of the intelligent person, right? Then Mother Yashoda said, okay, do you have the strength to go to forest all by yourself? And say, yes, I am the strongest. Didn't you see I steal all this butter from the pots of all these houses? I am the strongest. I can take care of myself. I give the strength to everyone. Krishna is saying. Mother Yashoda says, okay, intelligence, strength is fine. But do you know the directions to go and come back? Krishna is saying, no, I don't know. But Balaram knows. So Krishna is saying, so will you go with Balaram then? Mother Yashoda, Krishna says, yes. Then Mother Yashoda calls Balaram. Then, okay, Balaram, come here. Balaram comes. Krishna is wanting to go to for cow herding. Will you take him? Balaram is saying, yes, I will take him. I'll take care of Krishna. Mother Yashoda is saying, how will you take care of Krishna? Balaram is saying, I'll hold his hand so he doesn't run away here and there. I'll walk in front of him, so if there is any thorn or any pebbles that can hurt Krishna, I'll remove it from the way. Balaram is saying, okay, what else will you, Yashoda is saying, what else will you do? Balaram is saying, I won't let him climb the trees because he knows how to climb the tree, but he doesn't know how to come down. So Balaram is saying to Mother Yashoda that I'll take care of it, don't worry, Maya, I'll take care of him. And thus, Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini, they decorates Krishna with beautiful garlands, opulent clothes, gives him the best food for the trip and everything, and then they are going with all the sakhas. This is also the age, Pauganda age of Krishna. Like 0 to 5 is called Kaumaram, and 0 to 5 is when Krishna did the crawling pastime, the cart demon pastime, the Damodar pastime, and everything. And this is the Pauganda. Like Krishna is little boyish, he has this strength, little broad shoulders and everything. So he is ready. And seeing this, all the cowherd sakhas of Nanda Maharaj is saying, now Krishna is older. Now you should send him to for cow herding. You should give him some responsibility, or otherwise he will just roam around and steal butter from the pots of the gopis, and he will just harass everyone in the. You need to send him in the forest. So Nanda Maharaj is like, is it so? Do you think so? He's ready? Okay. So that's why Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda both are like, okay, he's now boy, now let him go to the forest. Now Krishna is going to the forest. And that is when, we see that it's summer, but it's becoming spring-like, because most of us are from, yes.
Was he herding cows or cows?
No, he was herding cows. He was now older. Before the age of 5, he was herding calves, but now he is like 6 years old. During this Kalya pastime, he's like 7, but like when he's starting to go for cow herding, he's 6 years old. So yes, where was I?
He was herding by the
he's going to the forest, and we are seeing that how because of the presence of Krishna, everything is. The harsh summer is turning into spring. When Krishna is going to forest, he is reciprocating with everything. All the leaves, all the stones, everything. Nothing is left unturned. Everything is touched by Krishna. And he's playing, he's dancing around, he's jumping on the shoulder of sakhas, he's pulling the hairs of the sakhas. He's just acting like an ordinary child, and he's having the utmost fun in his life. And he's playing and he's sweating because of the intense heat. Seeing this, all the clouds are are doing meeting, and they are gathering, and they are saying, oh, Krishna is sweating, we cannot let this happen. He is he's suffering because of this scorching heat. So all the clouds gather in front of the sun, and then they give a pleasing cooling effect. So Krishna can keep doing the pastime without exhausting and without sweating. and he is dancing like he's the most beautiful dancer in the world. Balaram is Nataraj, right? Balaram is the most beautiful dancer. He can dance, and everybody would like astonish. But even better than him is Krishna. And when Krishna is dancing, all the peacocks are like shying away. They are they are running to the forest and hiding behind the trees and looking from the trees and taking notes how to dance. That's how beautiful Krishna is dancing. Um, seeing Krishna dance, all the cowherd sakas are dancing, seeing him dance, and seeing all the cowherd saka dancing and trying to please Krishna. Krishna and Balaram saying like, wow, wow, where was this? Very good, very good. Krishna is appreciating, right? So that's where the culture of appreciation is coming. The model of our community to appreciate, not to Krishna is not showing envy that people are dancing for me or like that. He is showing appreciation. He is uplifting the cowherd boys. That's the core model of our community, right? We are trying to appreciate each other. We are trying to uplift. We are trying to see beyond the ego and envy. That's what we learned. Now, seeing all these pastimes, the Raj Gopas are drowning in ecstasy. They are drowning in ecstasy, seeing Krishna doing all this leela. And what are they saying? Iti driswalila birananda kunde swagosam nimna janta makhyapayanta. Tvadiye sitagyesu bhaktayjita tvam puna prematastam satta vriti vrande. Can we pull a translation of this verse? Yes. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conception of awe and reverence. Free from all conception of awe and reverence. He's revealing that he is only conquered by devotees who has pure love for him. Krishna is not saying you bow down to me or you just reciprocate with me. Whatever love you have, you just give it to me, and I'll reciprocate with you. So, if we can pull out as Srimad Bhagavatam 10:15-43, when Krishna is coming back from cowherd, we see how gopis are interacting with Krishna. Let's see that. Does anyone want to read this?
Sure.
Yes.
With their bee-like eyes, the woman of Vrindavana drank the honey of the beautiful face of Lord Mukunda, and thus they gave up the distress they had felt during the day because of separation from him. The young Vrindavana ladies cast sidelong glances at the Lord, glances filled with bashfulness, laughter, and submission, and Shri Krishna completely accepting these glances as a proper offering of respect, entered the cowherd village.
This is so beautiful, like so poetic, with the bees like eyes. The woman of Vrindavan drank the honey of the beautiful face of Lord Mukunda, and thus they gave up the distress they had felt during the day because of the separation from him. When Krishna is returning, all the gopis are relieved. They are free from stress. Sarva dharmanam parityaja mamekam sharanam raja aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshami masucha. I'll deliver you from all your sinful reactions. Do not fear. He's telling us, calm down, feel relief, relax, don't fear. That's what gopis are feeling after seeing Krishna. After the day long of separation, they were anxious. Where is Krishna? Is he okay? Did he eat? Is he fine? I hope he didn't fall down or hurt himself. And when he is seeing Krishna, Krishna is also making a grand scene entry. On the cow playing flute, melodious flute, and what's it called? He's establishing that he has arrived now. Now, pray to him. Now worship him. He's calling all the gopis with his flute. And we see this, that the gopis, bees like eyes, drinking the nectar of the lotus face of Lord Mukunda. Even here, like the Bhagavatam is becoming so poetic, seeing all this scenery, that Krishna is accepting, the sidelong glances as an obeisance to him, you know, bashfulness, laughter, and Sri Krishna completely accepting these glances as a proper offering of respect entered the cowherd village. They are not even like chanting Krishna's name. They are not even paying obeisances. They are not glorifying him. They are just seeing Krishna with love, and Krishna is accepting that. He doesn't require much. If you just see him with love, he is happy. So that's how Krishna is relishing the pastimes of Vrindavan, with love. Everything is love, pure rasa. He is the rasatma. He is the rasatma Prabhu. the spirit of rasa. He enjoys all the rasas. How many rasas are there? In detail, yes, but in major there are 5 rasas. Yes, Santa Santarasa, the rasa of awe and reverence, respecting Krishna, paying obeisances. Then comes Dasya, serving Krishna. Then comes Sakhya, the loving exchanges with the friends. Then comes Vatsalya, the parental love that he is relishing with Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. And then comes Madhurya, the rasa that he enjoys with the gopis and Radharani. So this is all the rasas that he enjoys being in this material world among the devotees, and that's what he wants. He wants our loving exchange. He doesn't want our n number of rounds. He doesn't want us paying obeisances 10,000 times in a day. He doesn't want any of our austerity. What he wants? He just wants love. Pure love of Godhead. And if you have read Science of Self-Realization, what's the last 2 part of the Science of Self-Realization?
2 parts, 2 stories of science of self-realization.
Can we pull out? Yes. Last 2 chapters. It's okay. He's doing.
Last 2 chapters is reaching life's perfection
Mm-hmm.
and returning to the eternal religion.
No, that's not it.
Appendix, sorry. Appendix is last. Finding the cure.
I saw something else.
Yeah, these are the 2.
Human form
Yeah?
of life is meant for God to realize highest love.
Yes, highest
Approaching
love.
Krishna with love.
Approaching Krishna with love. That's the last chapter. Approaching Krishna with love. But how can we approach Krishna with love? Where can we find? Is it okay if we go 10 minutes over? Yeah. How can we approach Krishna with love? Krishna says, I cannot give you Krishna love. I don't have love. I cannot give you. So how can we get Krishna love? Radharani? Yes, but Radharani is also like, those who have Krishna love. Only devotees have Krishna love. And we can get Krishna prema only through devotees. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Satsaya, Sadhu, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoya. Lava Matra, what is the measurement here? Lava Matra, 1/12 of the second. 1/12 of the second of the association of sadhus, we get whatever we want. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Sastre Kaya. Can we pull up that word? What the essence of all the scriptures is Sadhu Sangha. Devotee association. That's only through devotee association we get Krishna prema. So how fortunate we are that we are constantly in devotee association all the time here. Even if we tend to forget Krishna, if we see a devotee, we remember Krishna. That's how it's supposed to be like, right? And I forgot the track. Sorry. Yes, Krishna prema. But there is a process, right? There is a process of obtaining Krishna prema. Does anyone remember? First comes the 11th step to Krishna prema. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha. Then comes Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, yes. Asakti. Yes. Prem. Yes. Yes. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you You have to be really greedy. You have to be really greedy to be able to get this love of Godhead. Can we pull out Chaitanya Charita Madhya Leela 8.70? CC Madhya Leela 8.70. 70. Yes. The translation, please.
Pure devotional service and Krishna consciousness cannot be had
Even
by pious activities in hundreds and thousands of lives. It can be attained only by paying
one price.
That is
Intense greed.
to obtain it. If it is available somewhere, one must purchase it without a delay.
Even through devotee association, if one wants Krishna Prema, he has to be intensely greedy. If he is not greedy, he won't be able to get the Krishna Prema, you know. So, through devotee association, we get this, what's it called? Krishna Prema. And we have to be intense greed to be able to cherish it, you know, to develop the Krishna Prema in us. But once we get this devotional seed from a devotee, what do we do? Mali hoina kare se bija aropana Shravana Kirtana Jale Kare Sechana. If you can, Mali, after you get the devotional seed, you have to be like a gardener to sow the devotional seed. And how do we fertilize the devotional seed? Through Shravana and Kirtana. With the water of Shravan and Kirtan, you fertilize the devotional seed, and that it will sprout. Once the devotional seed is sprout inside you, like, you know, once Krishna has entered your heart, it will become soft. You know, as we are saying that, you know, the summer is also becoming spring. The heart will also become soft. We will also be able to relish the Satchidananda form of Krishna if we just engage in the pure devotional service of Krishna with love, with greed to do this pure devotional service. And after we see we have this pure devotional, we have cultivated this pure devotional service of Krishna, we can see Krishna in everywhere. We can see Krishna in devotees. We can see Krishna in things happening with us. We can see Krishna in every step. What does Prahlad Maharaj says when Hiranyakasipu is asking, where is Narsimha? Where is your Lord Vishnu? Where is he? What is Prahlad Maharaj is saying? Ito Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha, Bahir Narsimha, Hidaye Narsimha, Narasimha Adim Sharanam Prapade. Here is Narsimha, there is Narsimha. Wherever I am going, Narsimha is there. Narsimha is within me, Narsimha is also outside. And Narsimha is the cause of, he is the start of everything. And he is the ultimate refuge to the devotees. He is inside, he is outside, he is everywhere. Wherever we are going, Narsimha is there with us. So if we have this devotional seed and if we cultivate it properly, we will be able to see Krishna everywhere. You know, in this dham, we are living in this dham. What are we doing in this dham? How is Krishna being glorified here all the time? Nam, Rup, Guna, Lila, and Dham. Nam, we are chanting his name all the time. Throughout the day, someone or other is chanting on their beats. Throughout the day, someone or other is listening to Kirtan. Throughout the day, someone or other is listening to his glorification in Bhagavatam. Throughout the day, someone or other is chanting his glories or chanting his Mahamantra. So this is non-different than Krishna himself. Krishna is non-different than his name. Krishna is non-different than his form. Krishna is non-different than his pastimes. And Krishna is non-different than his dham. The food we order from the menu is same as what it is written in there, right? The food we order from the menu is non-different from what it is in there. Similarly, the Krishna's name is non-different than Krishna himself. You know, we use these sound waves to locate things, to locate how far this is, or the size or shape of the object. Similarly, the sound in spiritual world is non-different than Krishna himself. So, when we are doing all this devotional service here, we are associating with Krishna. There is no difference. We are offering him opulent clothes, opulent prasadam, all the time. We are engaging in devotional service, and we are engaging with Krishna himself. It's not different than anyone. It's not different than Krishna. And even if we see his devotees, who is engaged in the devotional service, we can see how Krishna is reciprocating. I like to call 6 Goswamis of New Yamunadhan. The first is Brahma Prabhu. If you see him, he is involved. He is involved in devotional service. You can see there is nothing but love in his eyes. He just wants to decorate Krishna. He just wants to take care of the altar. No one is allowed in the altar. No one should be near Krishna if you are not proper. That's Brahma Prabhu. Second is
Write it down, everyone.
second Goswami of New Yamunadhan Dham is Dwarkanath Prabhu. If you see him cooking, oh my God, he is just so much involved in the cooking that he's like preparing his. You can even taste the food, that it's made with so much love. Even if it's not put in an opulent platter, if you see in this marriages, functions or events, the food is very well decorated. But here the food is not that decorated. It's coming in the dented vessels, improper vessels, unshaped vessels. But you can taste the love. Why? Because Dwarkanath Prabhu is pouring the love from his heart in the food, and Krishna is accepting it. Krishna is reciprocating. So that's the second Goswami of New Yamunadhan. Who is the third? I would like to.
Maharaj?
I think yes, Maharaj. If you want to hear how this temple has been made, how from a dungeon it was made into this beautiful room, you can go and understand this from Maharaj. He will tell you how much he has given his life and soul into this temple. From every color to everything that is in this room, which is making very pleasant, very welcoming, which makes this temple a temple. It's all because of Maharajis and other Prabhupada disciples who have given their life in the making of this temple. So Maharaj is the third Goswami. Who is the fourth? Indresh Prabhu, yes. If you see Indresh Prabhu, he's not here all the time, but he is taking care of endless things behind the scene, endless things. He is taking care of the Govindas. He is taking care of the temples all over Canada. He is in general managing all the temples, and recently he has been GBC, so I am very happy for him. Yeah. He was already GBC, Gopinath Body Commission, but now he is governing body for all over Northern America. So he is the fourth Goswami. Who is the fifth Goswami? But in fact, Goswamini. Vishakha Prabhu, yes. Because of her, we see this, these ladies are being empowered, we see that the women are also getting equal rights, equal opportunities to perform bhakti here. Standing side by side, not behind, not in far away, but side by side. They are performing devotional service side by side, not in a separate room or anything, because of Vishakha Prabhu. And who is the sixth devotee?
Everyone.
I would say, no.
Somebody commented Kamala.
I would say the sixth Goswami is Karuna Sindhu Prabhu. He is the one who is maintaining this temple audio system, internet system, and all around, the networks and everything. Because of him, devotees staying far from temple are able to get the opportunity of taking darshan online. He is taking care of all this, sound system perfectly. So these are the 6 Goswamis of New Yamunadhan. And if you see these Goswamis, you will understand how Lord reciprocates and the love of Godhead by the devotees. And what should be our closing prayer from this class? What should be our closing prayer? No.
Krishna can only be attained by his devotees.
Yes.
Krishna can only be attained by pure form of love.
Yes.
Love is beyond all the labels.
Yes. There is a line in Tulsi
You want the
prayer.
lecture of all
Braja Radha Krishna Seva Pavo Eyo Bhilasi. The only desire is to serve eternally Radha and Krishna in his eternal abode. That should be our closing prayer, And how should we pray this? With our hands up in the air, showing Krishna that we have no material attachment. We have left everything for you. We are ready to be saved by you. We are ready to receive your mercy. Just help us. Just take care of us. And how do we pray that? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. With this, I would like to end the class and open the class for. If you have any questions, any comments, I would like to open the space for that. And I would like to say that if you have liked anything from the class, I have learned from Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. And if you didn't like anything, that's purely my foolishness. And you can chastise me or correct me, but behind the camera. And yes, if any questions, anything, any comments.
You want the lecture
Yes.
of all these characters.
Sorry, Prabhu?
You want the lecture of all these characters.
Yes, definitely. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so much for your class. It was beautiful, like vegetarian. We didn't have sitting for extra 10 minutes. It was so good. Some two reflections on the presentation. One thing was that you mentioned about the rusting examples. That was very nice because anyone who goes out of this temple or lives outside this temple realizes how bad it is outside. But as soon as you enter in, just by seeing devotees and devotees of Gopinath, it just vanishes away. So that rusted metal rod comes back into a beautiful state again.
Yeah.
So that was a very beautiful point. Especially the last few points where you talk about dance and kirtan and how to sadhu shastra, it reminded me of that, and also like how to, for example, in Purvashna there's a prayer, Shri Radhika Madhavayurapara Madhurya Leela Gunarupana. So the spiritual master likes to listen about the pastimes of the Lord, chant the names of the Lord, and look at the beautiful forms of the Lord. So that is very beautiful, and even selling the name of the God, selling devotional service, just buy devotional service wherever it is. It reminded me of that bhajan
Kodanita, yes.
Because Nityananda Guru is going and selling the holy name in the marketplace, so that was very nice. My question was, you mentioned about and it's all about love, and austerities of course are not that big, but love is what is important. Then why do we follow austerities as devotees? Because we don't need brahmacharis and sannyasis, they are following nothing stuff, austerities, right?
Very beautiful and nice question. So we are part and parcels of Krishna, but we are not fully Krishna. We are not in our spiritual state fully. We are practicing this bhakti. This is called Krishna consciousness. We are practicing, right? Our senses are made in a way that we will enjoy in this material world. We want to enjoy. Our eternal state is to enjoy, to do something. So, because of the design of our senses, we cannot, release the Krishna consciousness to its fullest until we train our senses. That's what we are doing. The austerities, the rules and regulation, the scripture studies and everything. What is that doing? That's helping us how to perform this bhakti. It's purifying us at the same time. So, yes, love is there, but how Krishna wants us to reciprocate and how we can offer this love, purified love to Krishna. That's what we learn through these austerities. We are purifying ourselves. So that's the aim. And yes, when I said that, the pure love of Godhead doesn't mean that you go and ask Gopinath, come down now, I'm ready for the love. No, it's not like that. We pay obeisances because we are practicing humility, and through humility we can see Krishna properly. So this is all purification process.
Thank you so much. And through this class I saw a lot of classes are taken from here and there, but I saw a genuine reflection from your side about the Shastra, so that was very nice. It's very you and refreshing.
All Sadhu, Shastra and Guru. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes.
It was new to me to learn that volume 7 or 8 represents the heart, which connects with devotees. I thought devotees are at the feet, like a dust.
Devotees are in the heart of Krishna. What is Krishna's heart made of? Devotees. Devotees, we take the lotus feet of devotees because that is imbued with pure mercy. we get this mercy from the lowest feet. Like, we are taking this humble position. Okay, I'm surrendering, Karpanya dosha pahata swabhava. I have I'm living all these things. Now you tell me what should I do? I'm surrendering, I'm ready for your guidance. So that's like, you are surrendering to the devotees that, okay, guide me, take me to Krishna.
Thank you. That was another question.
Yeah, thank you.
I just love the point about 6 Goswamis.
Thank you.
I wanted to say I really like how while we were coming towards the end of the class, you were so much into explaining that Leela that I'm not sure if you all noticed, but his voice was actually choking.
Yeah.
And then you know how we say Vadanam Gadgada Rudra? No. Polike Nichitam Bapu Kada. That was actually happening. I was able to see that ecstatics and
No, I don't
that
think
is what
so.
which made the class really ecstatic.
Hey, it's the physical body,
Thank you so
Prabhu.
much for sharing Krishna Katha in such a nectarian way. At the same time, I also want to share a message from Maharaj's side. I was just on a call with him. He was saying obeisances to you all, and he's really missing all of us. And just saying, he wanted to say Hari Bol to all of you.
Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you so much for the class. Very nice. It was combination of philosophy, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Glory of the Devotees, Six Goswami. Sometimes when I make notes, I write like what was in the class. So I've written everything, like it was everything: philosophy, songs, acharyas, SB class, Bhagavad Gita, Glory of Devotees, and your personal reflections. It was very beautiful. Easily one of the best classes that I've heard.
Srimad Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Prabhupada